Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I am working on a single page 6x12 layout for my Canada album. This is still part of Toronto. This is day 2. We were on a walking tour and part of where we went was this indoor mall called WaterPark Place, I believe. I'll double check that, but I believe that's what it was called. And in the fountains there inside this area, they had all these fun flower arrangements. And while our guide, Jason, was standing there talking to us and giving us some information, we were busy looking at these beautiful things, taking some photos. So I definitely want to showcase them, but I have no idea what to do with them exactly. I have 2 open spots. I assume at this point, one of them will have at least like half of a card that has journaling space, just so I can write something about it. The other one is probably just a filler, but I don't know if I should use cards that I have that are garden themed. I definitely have those. If I should just use like generic city ones that match, I'm not sure. So I'm going to pull out a bunch of different cards and just see what I find. So I have pulled out the cards that I have, both 3x4 and 4x6. I really only need a 3x4 here, but if I found a 4x6 that worked that I could cut down, I would do it. And then I also, in that same bin, because this is with all my like outdoorsy stuff, in that same bin I found that I have this collection of butterfly ephemera. So I could maybe use that because one of these is a butterfly. So we'll see what I can put together. So I found a couple of things in these items. I found this 3x4 card, which I love. And I remember, I'm almost positive this is an old card from Coco Daisy. And I remember I stamped this on there. That wasn't on it. That's not the way it came. I stamped it thinking I was going to use it for a different project and then didn't. So I have this ready to go and it matches this really well. Now, if I use that, I'm not going to put these next to each other. I'll probably have to move these just so that there's a little bit more space. They're not next to each other. But then I also found this. I could cut it down and I would still have the white in the middle. I would cut off the ends and then I could write in it and say the name of the place. Maybe that's all I need. I don't know that I necessarily need more than that, but that's an option. And then I could put it up here. So it's a matter of rearranging the photos, really, because I just want to make sure like these colors are all separated and these are more interspersed to kind of tone this down a little bit. So I'm going to mess around with it and then I'll be back. So I moved photos around, messed around with this, and I just feel like this isn't going to work. I don't like these next to each other. These are not exactly the same color. And the more I look at this, I feel like maybe I want something that at least has like a green border or a green top and then open on the bottom for journaling or something. I just feel like there's too much of this color. It's overwhelming unless I have something else. So I think I'm going to look for some shade of green that's represented here. If I fail to find that, I would just go black and white because I've got black and white here and then I could put green embellishments on there if I needed to. So that's my plan right now and we'll just see what happens. I think I have a green card that I like. I originally bought this one and I liked that it just said today, but I wasn't totally sold on that border. But then I found this one and I think I like this one better because this just has more pop to the font up here. And then it's got lines built in that I can use to journal and just write something. So I think I like that. And I love that these are going to be opposite of each other. It makes the eye kind of go diagonally across the whole thing. And I think that works really well. I decided to make one more switch. I switched these two because I want to use a butterfly embellishment and the butterfly was next to this at the time. So now I've got a dragonfly there, which isn't that different, but I feel like it's different enough. So now I have this. I think I want to try to use this black and white butterfly, maybe like down here. I can let a little bit hang off and clip that off, and that's totally fine. And then I want to layer one of these epoxy ones, I think. I do have this pink that goes pretty well, so I could do that. I could maybe even fit in 2 of them. Not sure. I'm going to mess around with it, but I just like the idea of having it be a little bit more dimensional. And then I can use up some of these. I've had these sitting around for like a very long time, so it would be nice to get them out of my stash. Okay, so I have the black and white one on there, and I'm just going to cut off what I don't need here. So, whoops, there I have that. And I still got to keep a very good amount of that, so that's great. And then this one, I'll probably overlap it like maybe like that, and it gives me the option to do a third thing, or I could do like enamel dots around it or something, but at least it has an option. Or I could just leave it those two, because now I'm thinking, what if I did something green here to bring that in? Now this is more kind of very sagey light green, or even a mix of blue in there. That's probably too big and too much, but maybe I can figure out something to use with it rather than just leave it as it is. For this card, I'm wondering if I should just use one of the green asterisks I have and just like put it above this, just to bring in that green. Hopefully that would make it feel like it's super busy, but it would bring in some more of that color. And I do have like kind of all of those represented, so I think it would be okay. So I'm holding these up here trying to figure out like which one I like better. And at first I thought it would be the lighter one, but now I'm thinking darker, because when you look at, hold on here, when you look at this, that one is closer than that one. This one isn't too far off, but I'm just thinking it looks more like it goes together if I use this one so that those look closer. All right, there we have it. I went with the darker green and I like that. And then I wanted it just to barely touch the yellowy ring there, so that would overlap that and a little bit of the pink dots. And I think that will do just fine there. So I have that done. Now I just have to figure out my journaling here, and then do I want to add anything to any of these 4 photos? Since these are in opposite corners from each other, I'm not sure that I need to, and even if I did, like where would I put it? So there is that to consider. I think I just kind of need to look at it for a little bit and really make up my mind about what I think looks best. I have completed my journaling, and I like that it fits like right between these. And I've put all the other ones in the pockets, and I'm going to put this in there and just see if I'm really good with the fact that I don't have anything going on any of the other pockets. So let's see what I think of it here. Yeah, you know what? I think it's okay, because this is so busy. There's a lot happening, and I was able to get my journaling in, but it still looks cute with the little extra things. So I think I'm going to call this one good. So here's another one done for Canada. Thanks for watching.